Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I just thought of creating a day-to-day look as I'm heading out to meet a friend of mine. So thought about creating a simple look, and I've done my skincare and also I've used the sunscreen. I usually skip foundation in daytime, so I usually prefer a concealer. I love this concealer from Glass Vanish concealer, the shade called Fawn. I love this sunscreen. I'm sorry, I just love this concealer very much. It is little bit of you know, it gives it very completely full coverage, but you can, you know, make it a little bit of lesser, and you know, not too heavy, but little bit lesser. You can create a medium to full coverage. So yeah, so I just love using this concealer. I just love because I do have a hollow in my eyes, so I usually don't like using like the concealer here, because you get lots of creases otherwise. So I just love here, 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 and here, and here, here, and wherever I have a pigmentation. Yes, and here, and here. And then I should try to blend. I don't like to drag the concealer to my hair, just below. It's just here. And then here a little bit. And whatever left my brush, I usually just gonna use it here. I think the most important thing is that the way how you blend, you know, to give it a very natural look, no matter if it's high coverage or medium coverage, you can really work just, you know, through blending actually. And then I'm gonna bronze. I'm gonna use this Mario Makeup by Mario bronze in a shade. It's called Soft Sculpt Bronzer and Shaping Serum. So I usually love just here, here. I just have a little bit of big forehead, so I just usually love using here and just here. Give it a little bit of suntan, sun-kissed look. And then I use this brush. I'm gonna blend it. So I use mostly the cream things first, then on top of that I start using the powder, because I think that's how it lasts longer. Usually, otherwise, if you just use cream product, I just think that it doesn't last longer. And then I'm going to use a blusher. I love this blusher from Elf. It's called Putty Blush. It's really nice shade. I just don't remember there was a shade number. But it's pretty like pink. Then I just love to use it here on my high cheek, just to give a little bit of flush of color. Little level here. Now I'm going to use a loose powder. I love using the Huda Beauty loose powder. It's amazing actually. So I just look if there any crease before I powder. I take it teeny tiny and then just here I'm gonna place it very gently. I love this powder because it has this blurring effect, and I think also it's really good for summer. Just here because I do sweat a lot here, because I do have a very combination skin. So sometimes this side is getting a little bit oilier. I do not like to powder here. Just here and just here. And then on my eyebrow. Because sometimes what happens, we use, you know, the like skincare. And then sometimes what happens is it really doesn't stay when you clean, or you know the when you use any eyebrow pencil, it doesn't last longer because it becomes very oily, you know. So it's very important to just to little clean up here. Yeah. So I'm going to use this bronzer from the NARS Laguna. It's very nice. I usually love bronzer. I'm gonna do my eyebrow. Usually I don't like, in the daytime, usually I don't like to fill my eyebrow. So what I do is that I just use the lamination brow from the L'Oreal. It's amazing. I really love this one. It really holds your eyebrows. So I'm gonna show you. So what I do is that I brush it back and then fold. That way, you know, I believe the product really work when you do brush, you know, backward and front. So I do it this way first. I know it look very weird, but I trust the process. and then this way. I don't know guys how many of you have this problem, but I do have. My eyebrows are like very thin, you know. So if I don't use any brow gel or anything, whatever I use on my brow, pencil, whatever, it doesn't stay long, you know. And then this is it, just like very natural, no feeling, nothing. And also it's very gay look. I prefer not to have, you know, create strong eyebrow. I love to have a very natural. And then for the eyes, I usually love to have a, you know, usually I don't like too much of eye makeup. I usually love brown pencil and a little bit of, you know, dark brown. That's my preference. And I love this pencil from Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in a shade called Limited Brown. I actually love this one because I have a brown eye. So I think when you have a brown eyes and when you use any kind of color in the brown, it really enhance your eye color and enhance your brown eyes. And also I think it's very versatile, you know, anybody, any eye color can use this one. So what I'm gonna do is that so I usually use the same I use the bronzer first, just as the base. I'm not using anything, just the bronzer here, and then my eyelid here. This way. And then I'm gonna use a brown pencil, and then I'm gonna line here and use your finger. And this brow, it's a versatile actually. It's for lips and eyes. You can use on your, you can contour anything this you can use. And also the best thing about it is like it gives time to blend, you know, it doesn't dry out. So I usually love doing this thing. Use my finger. When I'm quick, I just love using my finger. It's very easy, guys. It's like, you know, hardly it takes like 2-3 minutes. You know. And I just is on my waterline. And then with my finger, the ring finger, I'm just gonna blend it. So here, you can see now, you can see it's like, you know, it's a little bit of softer. It really defines your eyes. And now I'm going to use mascara. Mm. So I'm going to curl my lashes. My eyelashes is like, you know, it's like it's less, and at the same time it's very straight. So if I don't use any waterproof mascara, you know, and I use normal mascara, it just goes straight. I really don't like, actually. I just love my lashes to be lifted, you know. And then I love this mascara very much, from Maybelline Lash and Chisel Sensei Snow Mascara. It's a waterproof. I really love this one. Snow Clothes. It's gonna use like 2 coat or 3 coat. And on my lower lashes too. Now I'm gonna use teeny tiny blusher. I love this blush from MAC. It's called Melba. I think it's really nice for, actually, for the Indian skin. It's very beautiful color. I think it's like a very mauvey, very, you know, color. I'm gonna use it just here. It's beautiful color. You can see. I'm gonna use a bit of compact from the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush. It's amazing, actually. It's really nice. It's really blurs your pores, and it gives it a very filter look, actually. You know, you've noticed I haven't done anything like, you know, use any powder, loose powder. It's because I just love the glow. Yep. Now, oh my God. Now I'm going to use lip liner. I always love to define my lips. So I love using Makeup Forever Caffeine, shade called Caffeine. And I just love to line my lips. See, like here and here, I really focus more. And then use my hand and I to smudge it. And I love this lipstick from Chanel. It's Rouge Cocoa 402 Adrene. It's a beautiful color. It's very like nude, you can see. And it's like beautiful. I have very, I don't know, I have very dry lips throughout the seasons, you know. And I love a lipstick which has a little bit moisture. You can see. Good. It's very subtle. It's very, you know, it has those color, but it's not too like very strong, but it's very natural. It has a little bit of sheer, you know, the glass like sheer shine. So yes.